Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. Thank you for being here. This is a channel about cross stitch. My dog is currently eating a thing, like right here. So if you hear it, sorry. We're filming WIP Parade today. Yeah, and I think how I'm going to do this is I'm going to show all of the not full coverage first. I may even split this into two videos, like non-full coverage WIP Parade and then full coverage WIP Parade, because, I don't know, this video is going to be long. I mean, people are okay with it, I guess. But most of the non-full coverage stuff, you probably... I don't think I've worked on most of it this year. I don't know. I don't know what I've worked on and what I haven't worked on, quite frankly. So, here we go. So we're going to start with the non-full coverage, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to do a different, like two different videos. They're not in any kind of order at all. So, yeah. I think this piece... Like I said, no order. I will show the cover photos if I have them. Okay, so this piece I did take off the finish. So now I only have two projects on this piece of fabric. Two projects on one piece of fabric. Okay, let me find... Sorry, y'all. This is going to be messy. This is going to be a messy video. So this is one of them. Let's see, where's the other one? Is this the other one? Yes. Okay. So both of these patterns are by the Witchy Stitcher. And I'll show you both of them because they're both on the same piece of fabric. So this is one. It's called How to Survive a Horror Movie. And it's hard to read. But it says, How to Survive a Horror Movie. 1, don't have... fun time with your partner. PG. We're trying to keep it PG here. 2, don't party. 3, double tap. 4, don't go swing. 5, don't split up. 6, don't say, I'll be right back. 7, don't run up the stairs. 8, it's always behind you. 9, if you trip, get up. 10, don't babysit ever. Hold on, sorry, I have something on my screen. Gotta get rid of that. And 11 is turn on the effing light before you enter a room. So, I just think that's funny. And then the other one is called Stay Away from the Cauldron. And it says, if you can't stir with the big girls, stay away from the cauldron. Now this one I am changing all the colors. Because, actually I think I'm changing the colors on this one, slightly as well, because I can't do the white in white, so I think I'm going to do it in black, because she did these on black fabric, I'm doing it on white fabric, and you'll see why, because I can't do it on black fabric, because the fabric. So, this is, I did close my blinds, so I'm gonna try to put it somewhere you can see. But this fabric, obviously, is blood splatter, so it had to be white or coffee dyed. I liked the white better than the coffee dyed one, because they were both, I bought this when Fire Poppies was still open, and I bought it at Fire Poppies. Yeah. So that's the, horror movies one. This is all I've gotten done. And this is Stay Away from the Cauldron. And as you can see, I've already started changing things. So that is what it's supposed to look like with the orange and the white. And I changed the moons to red. I hope I wrote down what red. And then the cauldron is black instead of white. So I've basically changed all the orange here to Oh, I guess they stitched that. That's weird. I changed all the orange to red, and I changed all the white to black. And I guess I changed the black to gold. But there's not really any more. I think that's the only black that was in the pattern, was in the cauldron. So, that is that. Those are the projects on this fabric. I still have a bit of fabric I could use for something else. This is really not folding very well, but I don't care. And then I did have one other project that I finished this year. I think this year. It was this year or last year. That I think I showed already in a video. I'm not showing my finishes this year because I don't know where half of them are. I mean, I know where they are, kind of, but I don't really know where they are. I haven't started this yet, so this doesn't need to be shown. That's not started yet. I'm kind of weird, and I have all of my, like, started projects in with my not started projects. So it can get a little confusing. I know what I've started. So, you know, here we are. Did she send me this? Oh, I guess she did. Or did I do this? Oh, I did this. I didn't realize I did this. Interesting. Okay. I forgot I did that. Apparently I put all the threads for this project on a floss drop, like on floss drops. Anyway, this is Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. And I'm not doing it on the called for fabric, but I am doing it on with the called for flosses. And I don't have too much done on this, but here is what I got done. I think I worked on this year. I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, you know, is what it is. I probably won't work on many of these next year in 2025 because, as I explained in my last video, I have like a plan, kind of, and I've changed said plan a little bit. We'll talk about that at the end. If I remember. If not, I'll talk about that in my like regular update video, which is also going to be coming out. This is actually, I'm filming this before my regular update, but I'm going to probably put them out, like the update video first, and then this one will go out after the update video. Anyway, not that you care. What is this? I don't think I've started this one. I know I haven't started that one. Oh, yeah, I did start this one, didn't I? Okay. Next we have, ooh, get off. We have a Mirabilia, and this is the Winter Queen, Winter Queen. I do have all of the queens. Now, I have not started all of them yet, but I have them all. Oh, I forgot to mention what fabric, because I'm not going to be putting this stuff in the description because it's way too many projects. So, the fabric for Spring Quakers is All the Things. It's a 32 count linen by Mystic Fabrics. And the Blood Splatter, I believe, is a Jody fabric. It's a Steel City, I think it's Steel City Stitchers. I think that's 32 count as well. Linen. Basically all of these are going to be on linen. This is Andrew. It is a 32 count linen. And here is where I got to on her. So I finished, I finished all of the regular cotton stitches on her top half. I did not do the whisper thread, and I did not do the krennic, and I did not do any beads. And her skin is 1/1 because I'm crazy. But she was the least amount of skin, basically. I mean, her and the Christmas one. But luckily, I'm done all the skin. Like, her skin's done. She has no more skin. But I really like this fabric for this. It's like a dark, not dark, it's a light kind of gray. And I thought it was really pretty with the blues and things in her dress. It's not white, so you can still see all of the white, but it's not blue either, because I feel like a lot of people do like winter stitching on like blue fabric. Didn't want to do that, so I was like, oh, well, I have Andrew, so why not do that? This is a project that I am UFOing, so we're not going to show that. Let me put this back in here. Okay, and then this project I started, I feel like forever ago. Do I not have a... Okay, I don't have a cover photo for this one, but you all will probably know what it is. Oh, I should probably serge my edges, jeez. I haven't even serged my edges on this. This is a mystery fabric from Grace Notes that I bought at their first Grace Notes retreat last year. And this is called, it's a good question. What is it called? It's, I know what it is. I just can't remember. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I have to find it. Dog's Declaration. It's by Ink Circles. I can show you on my phone, I guess. That's what it will look like. Obviously not doing it on the called for fabric. And I got a very, very small start. I've stitched on this one time. And that's all I got. That's it. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. That's all I got. But I am doing the called for colors, which I don't remember. I think that they are the same, the Valdanis, just like the regular Valdanis. I also don't have a cover photo for this, but I really don't need it for where I'm at. I think that one was a 32 count linen. Like I said, it was a mystery, and I think the piece that I took didn't have, I know the piece that I took didn't have the tag, so I'm pretty sure it's 32 count. This is, the project is called, I think it was the Part of Your World Sal from Story Stitches from like, I don't know, 2 years ago or something. And Grace Notes Fabrics did a special fabric for it called Ariel. And I got a 28 count linen. And I did finish the border. So the whole border is done. The whole border is done. Now I just need to do the boxes, like in the boxes. But yeah, it's really pretty. I wasn't really sure what this is, this purple stuff. I thought maybe it was like the sea when it like gets up onto, you know, if like it crashes, a wave crashes and like it sprays. But I don't think that's what that is, because there's no sea here. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty. This roof was a lot. It was a lot. And all the white, it was a lot. It was a lot. This was a lot. This was very much reminiscent of when I did the Story Stitches Nightmare Before Christmas Sal. and the outline of that, like the black stitching. Now, granted, the outline was easier because it was just one color, but y'all, it was a lot of black, and that was a lot of, like, this was just a lot. I have no idea what this is. Let's see if I've even started, whatever it is. I usually have it written down on the tag, so I know I did start this, I think. Yes. Okay, I don't have a cover photo for this one either, but let me see if I have it in here. And the only reason I didn't have a cover photo for the Ariel is because, like, I don't think I ever, like, downloaded the completed picture, the final one. I have all of the pieces, but, like, the picture that I used isn't that. Do I not have this in here? Uh-oh. I don't think I have this in here. Well, that's no good. Don't know when I started it. Or anything about it, really. Other than it's started. I just don't have any pictures of it. So this is called a Beehive Sampler. It's a good question what company it is. Let me go into my PDFs, because that's where I have all of these. I just don't know when I started it. Watch me not be able to find this either. Beehive Sampler. This is by, I think it's by Karen Kluba. Oh no. Sandy Orton, sorry. It's a Cooler Designs studio. Cooler Design Studio. Here's what it will look like. Oh. That's what it will look like. Like I said, this is going to be a long video. I'm really sorry. But yeah. Let me tell you, this was a pain. This was a pain. Here it is. At the moment, this is where I got to. This was a pain. I'm not going to get into it because I got into it when I, like, showed this project. When I did it. I remember the rant that I went on. But I got it done. I just have to do it again later. The fabric is a 28 count Lugana. It's called Talia. And it's like a light pink. And I thought it was pretty. You can see, I can still see where I ripped this border up here. Anyway. Yeah. I thought it was pretty. I think the pink was pretty with this project. Because, like, I don't know, springy. Kind of fun. Okay, the next one is the Haunted Library. Again, it's a digital pattern, so I don't have a photo in my bag, but I'm pretty sure I have this. I'm really hoping I have this in my thing. So yes, I do. And it is by Lola Crow. Everybody knows this one, I feel like. That's what it will look like. Awesome. Really love this one. Should work on it more. Don't. I've gotten one page done. And here it is. It's like right in the crease right here. There we go. And I think this is Ojan. Oh no. It's a mystery. It was trying to be Ojan. But I just really liked. So this is Grace Notes Fabrics, 32 count linen. It's a mystery fabric, so it's close to Ojan though. So like if you're interested in a color like this, it's Ojan, which is my favorite. I love that color. Well, it's my favorite. That's not my fabric. You know, just gonna say. So that's the page that I got done. Okay, let's see you. This is my Spring Queen. So this, I don't have a cover photo for because my friend sent this to me and she had two, I think I told this story before, she had two patterns in one packet. Like, you know, the Mirabilias come in their little, like, envelope. Well, she had two patterns in the envelope by accident. So she sent me one of the patterns. Yeah, so this is what she will look like. And again, I got, I think, all of the regular cotton stitches done on her top half. Yes. So I have not done any of the critic or any of that, but I did all of the, it's harder to see on the video, like her skin kind of melds with the fabric, but in real life it doesn't. Like in real life it's easy to see. But again, all of her skin is over one, and boy, she has a lot of skin. It was kind of painful because like her whole chest basically, and then her arms, I mean, it was just a lot of skin. And the bouquet was confetti. But the whole top half is done, so now her skin is done. Thankfully. No more skin. Because boy, I'm the problem because I choose to do over one, but still, it's a lot. Sometimes it's even a little much for me. This one is a conversion, so I don't think there is like a final photo. I might have. Let me see if I have a picture of what I'm hoping mine kind of turns out like. I might have that in here somewhere. No, I don't think I do. Well, let me try one more place. Oh yes, I do. So this is what I'm hoping this will look like at the end. Ish. Close to. And it's a conversion of all of like the lavender and lace Celtic lady, not all of them, but of one or whatever of the Celtic ladies from Lavender and Lace, which I've done all of them. So I had the patterns. And so I was like, oh, I really like that conversion. So now I'm doing it. So this is what I got done. So this is all of the border minus the beads and the cranic. But yeah. So not bad. I can tell you this part was a little bit frustrating. But I did it, and I'm hoping it's accurate. And then the top bit, like I said, there's no beads or anything yet. And now I just need to do her. And I'm doing this on Symphony. I think it's 32 count. Yeah. It is a 32 count linen. This was the first ever fabric of the month from Grace Notes. So that's fun. Okay. The next project, do I have this started? Yes. It's in this really big bag. This bag doesn't really fit in my box correctly, so I have to kind of fold it. I do have a cover photo for this one somewhere in here. Okay, this is Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio. Finally, you can see something that I have a piece of paper for. I'm not doing it with the called for fabric, but I am doing it with the called for flosses. And here, I think it's just one page, yeah. I've gotten one page done. And this fabric is called, I think it's called Hocus Pocus. Yeah, it's a Hocus Pocus. This one is a 40 count linen, and I only went with that because I did not want it to be huge. Like this is a big piece. I mean, all of my pieces are large, aren't they? But I didn't want this one to be huge, and I was really enjoying the over one. I mean the like one thread stitching. So yeah, it's really fun. So far, I've lucked out, and none of the, like this motif, for example, it's very similar to this like this bluish purplish color, and I lucked out with it being in the like green part. So far, I've lucked out. So we'll see if that keeps happening. I'm not sure. Did you finish your ballistics, or? I guess so. Oops, I dropped my fabric thing. Okay, let's stick this back in here somehow. Like I said, it doesn't really fit, but we make it work. I don't think I've started that one. Well, I know I've not started that one. What is even this? I have not started that one either. Y'all are seeing how my brain works. Don't have that one started. There's like a good chunk in this box that I haven't started yet. Literally no idea. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, so this is Mots d'Amour by Long Dog Samplers. Let's see if I have a picture. So this is what it's supposed to look like, which I'm doing in different colors. But this is what it will look like if it was on blue fabric with white thread, which is not what I'm doing. So I am doing mine on, obviously, Grace Notes Fabrics, and this is on Hope. It's a 32 count linen, and I'm doing it with black, just regular old DMC 310. I super love the backstitching on Long Dogs. You know, people have sometimes don't like backstitching. I like them on Long Dogs. Like, I feel like they're easy on Long Dogs. He's itching himself on me. Okay, he's done now. So I was wiggling. Yeah, I really like the backstitching on Long Dogs. Like, I don't have an issue with them. I also realized that I didn't cut this tail. I finished the thread, like it's weaved in, but I just never cut it. But this is one of their Cancer October fabrics. So you can get it in October. So usually I think they only sell them in October. So if you didn't get it, I got mine year one, like the first year they did the October breast cancer awareness fabric. And I got the other one too, but this is the only one that I've started on. Excuse me, what are you doing back there? He's trying to get my Christmas presents that are back behind the tree. He knows he's not supposed to be back there. Okay, what are you? Okay, this is another one that I don't have a cover photo for. It's also a digital pattern. Let's see if I have this. What is it called? Joyous Noel. So this one is called Joyous Noel. This is what it will look like. For the most part. I am doing it on white. It's by Susan Ake. I think I have 1 or 2 pages done at this point. I think 2. Here, yeah. Here it is. I'm doing this on, I think this is 28 count. I want to say this is Jobelin. not Lugana, because I know it doesn't feel like Lugana, so I'm pretty sure this is Jobelin, which I don't love Jobelin, but I had this fabric, and I'm doing it over 1, so I'm doing it 1/1. So it's really tiny, but I really like how tiny it is, and I love these birds. They're really fun, but yeah. So that's that. And this is just like plain old white. I'm pretty sure, like I said, pretty sure it's Jobelin. Plain old white. I know it's not Lugana. I'm pretty sure I cut this from a different project. Okay, I have a cover photo for this one. This is another Mirabilia Queen. This one's called Royal Holiday. And I think she even has less skin on her than Winter did. Because it's literally just her face is the only skin on her. And I'm doing this on a 32 count linen called Michelle. And here she is. I got the whole top half, all of the regular stitches. Actually, I think I did the whisper in here too. I did. I don't know if I did all of the whisper. Pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I got all the whisper done. And like all of these blank spaces are Kreinik or beads. It's a lot. But I'm pretty sure I got the whisper done on this. And the only reason I didn't do the whisper on the Winter Queen was because I started working on her pretty soon after working on this one, and I had had enough of whisper. I direly hate working with whisper thread. I hate it. I think it's the worst stuff ever. But I understand why it's a thing. And this is not the first time I've used it. I had to use it on a lavender and lace piece. I think I used it on the Celtic Winter. Not it for me. But it does create a cool effect. But yeah, again, her skin's 1/1. I'm still thinking I'm going to go back in and add one more stitch in that nose area because it's weird. But I'm not going to do that until I pull it out. So. Yeah. Okay. We're getting to the end of the first box. I got lots of boxes, guys. So don't get too excited that we're almost done. Okay. So this one is Summer Quaker by Rosewood Manor. So I had the Spring Quaker earlier. This one is Summer Quaker, or Quakers, I should say. And I was given this one by Corinne because she finished hers and she knew I wanted to do them. So this one is on Swiss Mocha. It's a 32 count linen by Grace Notes Fabrics. And I think I have 1 page, or maybe 2 pages. I think it's 1 page. Done. Yeah. Using the called for threads, not the called for fabric. But I really thought that this fabric was really pretty with the colors in the project. Like this light, very light pale pink, kind of. I really like the color Swiss Mocha. I know a lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people did the Christmas stitch along that Grace Notes did. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people did it on Swiss Mocha. Because that was one of the colors that Corinne recommended for that project. Okay, I also have Folly Hill Sampler by Rosewood Manor. So fun. I debated not doing the letters on this but I'm doing the letters on this. I know, I don't usually do letters, but I thought this was a fun, I thought the alphabet was like fun looking, you know what I mean? And I got the first page done on this one as well. So that is page 1. Honestly, couldn't remember stitching the bird. I can kind of remember this because I remember I didn't have the cranic, and it's hard to see, but there is cranic in there. It's kind of sparkly. You can't even tell. There's cranic in there. Or maybe it's not cranic. Isn't it that weird stuff? Petite silk lame braid. So it's not cranic. It's like cotton with shiny filament in it. It's kind of cool. I thought it was fun to stitch with, and that's probably the reason only I remember stitching this. And basically the whole outline, or that whole like circle that he's sitting on is glittery. And you can't even see it in the video. But and this is Grace Notes Fabrics. It's 28 count Lugana, and it's called Fermata. Fermata. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Yes. Okay. This is, if I can get it. Somebody's texting me. Who's texting me? My husband. I will talk to him later. Okay, this is a Bella Filipina. It is Gaia, the Earth Goddess. I am not doing her on brownish, tannish colored background. That's not a thing. That's not a thing that I'm doing. But I'm doing everything else the way that it is supposed to be done. So I'm using, again, a Grace Notes Fabrics. This is called Elizabeth. It is a 32 count linen, and I got the first page, all of the cotton stitching, and the silk. So all of this down here is silk. Like all of the ground. But I got all of the like cotton stitching done. So all of that is either Krennic or beads that I don't have yet. And I don't know why I decided that this was a thing, that I was going to like cut it and just do, like I should have just done these later, but it wasn't whatever. And then I did all the like back stitch that was called for on the first page, which is mostly just like the reeds and the grass and things. But yeah. Oh, and her whole skirt is outlined, which is super fun. I don't know why it's outlined, but whatever. I did it. So I thought this was really pretty on this purple fabric, because her dress is like yellow and green, and I like how that looks on purple. So, okay, I do have this started too. So this is a Stacy Nash Primitives. It's Halloween at Hollyberry Farm. I am doing this in none of the called for colors, not on the called for fabric. I am completely changing this color scheme. Not even a color scheme, I'm just doing it not with called for colors. But I'm not going to advertise what colors I am using, just because of personal reasons. Sorry, y'all. Okay, and this is crazy because I have hanging threads everywhere. So bear with me. But I got the first page done. I can tell you I'm using some DMCs, but I'm also using some hand dyeds that, again, I'm not going to name for personal reasons. I'm going to use them because I own them, but I will not be buying any more of them. But yeah, this is not at all, it looks kind of like what the photo looks like. I'm over here. I'm in that corner. And it looks very much how the photo looks, but the called for colors for this, like I looked at the called for colors, and I don't understand how this photo looks the way it does based on the called for colors. It's wild. Photos are very deceiving. Yeah. Because I had some of the called for colors and I was like, how? How does that make sense? So anyway, and this linen it's a 46 count, Fiberlicious Ashes to Ashes. Yeah, 46 count linen, Ashes to Ashes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have this one. Okay. Next. Oh, the paper was stuck to the bag. Okay, this is called Dream of Screamin'. It's by Spot Colors. I've never heard of them before. But yeah. So that's what it will look like, kind of. Except for I'm not doing it on white. Because why would I? So I'm doing it on a Be Stitch Me fabric. It is a 32 count linen. It's called Cardinal. And it's hard to see on the camera, but I promise in real life it's not hard to see the red. Like, you can see the red in real life. Also, it won't matter because it's going to be all outlined in black anyway. So, but that's all I've gotten done. This would be a super, super quick stitch if I just did it. Like, this could be done so quickly. But, you know, here we are. Yeah. And it's also going to be really small. So, okay, this one is Mary Poppins. Let's see, where was the cover photo? Okay, this one is Mary Poppins by RETM. Not doing it on the called for fabric. Also not doing it on Grace Notes. It's very rare you'll see anything come out of here that's not on Grace Notes fabrics, but before Grace Notes fabrics was a thing, I was getting other fabrics. They haven't always been around. They're just most of my stash now. So this fabric is, oh my goodness, it's in here somewhere. It's called Jack-o'-lantern. It's an XG design fabric. It's a 40 count linen. And I have gotten a very small amount done. That is all I've gotten done. Ta-da! I'm doing this one thread over 2. So 1 over 2. Anything that's on 40, 46, any of that, it's usually 1 over 2. Anything that's less than that, it's usually 2 over 2. Unless I mention otherwise. But yeah. Small start. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this in the called for. I think it's just called for in DMC. So, I'm pretty sure. Okay. This one I can't really show you like a completed picture of because it's, what is this? Oh, this is the fabric. Because it is a group of, like, it's like a series of photos. I mean, a series of, like, whatever. It's a series. Anyway, this is the, Spooky Hollow, like, series by Little Stitch Girl. And this is the current one that I'm, like, working on. But they'll all be together, if that makes sense. So this is the bed and breakfast, but they're all going to be together, like, with a border. And the border is free on her website. So I've almost finished the word welcome. I don't know why I didn't just add the E, but I didn't. So it just says it's welcome spelled incorrectly. Um, you know. And then this is where I'm at. These cobblestones, let me tell you, my guy, that was a lot. Like, the cobblestones, because they're all different colors. I mean, it's a cool effect, and it's really awesome. But, pretty sure it's DMC, because not all of the threads are fancy floss. Like, the doors are fancy floss, because it's a little bit variegated, but the cobblestones are all DMC, and they're just all different colors of DMC. Like, there's like 3 or 4 different colors, and you use them over and over. But like, oh, and then the little mummy guy, he's so cute. Yeah. So, the fabric is another XG Designs fabric. It is called Blue Steel. It is a 40 count linen. So, 1/2 on this one. Okay. I have barely anything done on this one. And I don't have a cover photo in the bags. I will show you on my phone if I can find her. Here she is. So this is Maya, and it's by Cross Stitching Art. I just really liked her dress. My mom's a dancer. She's not a point dancer, but, you know. So that's her. And this is on a Be Stitch Me. It's called Periwinkle. It's 32 count linen. That is all I've gotten done. Yep. Just her feet. Yep. And her skin to that point is done. I just have to do her whole top half. So her arms and her chest and slight part of her back and her face. They're all skin. But this is the skin that I've done so far. So yeah, that's it. This is like one stitching session. That's all I got done. I think this was during one of my 24 hours of cross stitch at Corinne's house. I think that's when I started her. Okay. 2 more bags left in this box, and then we'll go get a different box. Okay, this one is called Pig Feed Sack. It is a Carriage House Samplings piece. I think this is so cute. This is also really quick. Like, if I just worked on it, it could be done. I don't know. I am doing this with all the called for on the called for fabric because the fabric kind of makes it. And I've got egg. And a tail. So, yeah. This won't be an actual sack. Like, I probably won't make this into a bag. I might. I mean, I won't. Somebody will. But, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm just going to, like, frame it. Or make it a pillow. That could be kind of cute. It's not huge. And I don't know what this is. Yes, I do. Another cross-stitching art piece. So let me find her. What is her name? Problem is I have to remember what their names are. I think she's Celeste. Yeah. So this is Celeste by Cross Stitching Art. Very provocative. Look at her little, what do you call them? The thing around her leg. You're supposed to take them off or whatever at your wedding, or your husband's supposed to, I don't know. Garter. That's it. Like, I didn't do any of that, so who knows. But yeah, so that's her, and I've gotten basically none of her done as well. Very small amount. I think this is Be Stitch Me as well. Yeah, this is Be Stitch Me in Princess is the color. It's 32 count linen. That is the extent of what I've gotten done. Yes. Such a lot to look at. Look how much to look at. It's just not there's like, sometimes taking some of this stuff out, I'm like, oh my gosh, it is appalling how much I didn't do. It's fine. Okay, so that is the end of this box. So let me go grab another box, and I will wait. See, this is the box. The box. Hey, hi. Disregard that this is a totally different day. I'm wearing a different sweatshirt. Just pretend like this is the same day. I'm gonna add this in probably like somewhere between cuts, but I found some more projects. You know, it's mostly organized over there, but then like there are some things that can't fit in the bins and, you know, whatever. So I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more projects. And I was wondering, because I was like thinking afterwards, I was like, I don't think I showed inspiration. I had to find inspiration. It was in like a different bag. Anyway, so I have a couple more projects that I'm going to like slip in along with the 2 that I found yesterday after filming. So it's kind of messy, but whatever. Just pretend this is the same outfit. It's the next day. It snowed this morning. It doesn't look like it snowed outside, but it did snow a little bit. Here we are. Anyway, okay. So I found, and they're all non-full coverage things, I think. Everything. Because my full coverage is a lot more organized than the rest of it. This is kind of bent, but, you know. Anyway, this is Spooky Welcome by Stony Creek. And I don't have too much done. I really like this project. Whoops. Oh, my little bats. I have a lot of these. I don't know why I got so many of them. I have 2 whole... I have 4 of them. I don't know. I don't think I need 4. I think I only need 2. Either way. So this is where I am. There we go. I thought this fabric was like perfect. I don't know what fabric they used, but it wasn't this. The called for fabric is Eek by Picture This Plus. This is not Eek by Picture This Plus, but it's pretty darn close. I mean, that's orange with like black gray modeling. This is orange with black gray modeling. It's basically the same thing. But I saw this fabric as soon as I got it because it was a fabric of the month. It's called Pumpkin Patch by Bestitch Me. It's 32 count linen. As soon as I saw it, I went searching for a pattern, and I saw that pattern, and I was like, I love that. So, yes. So that is that. Okay. And it's in yet another one of these giant bags that doesn't fit in my bins. Okay, this is kind of, and this is almost finished. Like, this is just so close to being done. I can't open this bag. Hold on. Oh, no. There we go. So this is from the book Quilts For All Seasons by Paula Vaughn. And I am doing, or I did, / I'm still kind of working on, the January quilt. And I say that because I have done all of the stitching. All of the actual, like, stitching is done. I just need to do all the back stitch. I thought about doing the back stitch as I was going, but I ended up not doing that. And I kind of am dreading it now. But all the stitching is done. It looks so good, too. Like, I know it's going to look way better with the back stitch, because it'll be, like, more defined, especially this area. The quilt, per se, like, particularly the quilt will look way better, but even still, it looks really good. It's funny because it looks like there's a lot of like blank spots, but those are all actually just white stitches. Like all of these like white dots in here, they're all just white stitches. So yeah. So it is so close. And then I'm going to do the other ones. I will keep doing them. These are a little bit intimidating though because there's just so much back stitch. And I remember working on that last year at our hemmed-in retreat, the Grace Notes hemmed-in retreat. And I was like, I'm gonna finish it. And then I got home and I did I finished the stitching and I was like, I'm putting it away. Okay, the next thing is my Dreaming of Mums. This one is a round robin that I've done for 2 years now. So I haven't actually stitched on it myself in like 2 years. But it's gotten a lot of progress. I do need to stitch on it though because there's a mistake. Somebody accidentally made a mistake, which is fine. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. But it's making the counting off a little bit somewhere. So I have to go in and try to fudge it because I don't know where the mistake is and I'm not going to look for it. But we know what side the mistake is on. So I'm going to go in and just stitch a motif and write like a note or something and be like, only stitch off of this motif, do not stitch off of anything else. So here is where, here's where it is now. And so the issue is lying somewhere over, like I have to stitch one of the, I think I'm going to stitch this, like this motif that's like right there so people can just stitch off of it because it's this area that's, like this area over here is off. Which I don't care as long as it stays even, if that makes sense. Or as even as it can like be. But yeah. So I have not stitched on it since I stitched this as big as my face. I think I said that like the whole time I was stitching. I was like, it's as big as my face, it's huge. But I was like, I'm gonna do the biggest motif. So I did. I stitched this at the very beginning. Luckily it's in the corner, so it was easy. And then I kept sending it around. And then this year I think there's only a few new folks, and we're trying to get everybody to only stitch on it once. But I think that my plan is I'm gonna have the 3 new people stitch on it, and then once it gets sent back to me, I'm going to take it to my like in-person stitching groups, and I'm going to ask if anybody would like to stitch on it. They don't need to be part of the round robin, but if they want to stitch on it. And then hopefully it'll be done, because I don't want to have to finish it. Like, I want all the rest of them to be somebody else. I don't want it to be, oh yeah, most of these are stitched by other people, and then I stitched, like, the end, if that makes sense. I guess somebody, oh gosh, I guess she made copies. Somebody made copies, but I am okay with them stitching on my project. Either way. It doesn't matter. I mean stitching on my project. Coloring on my project. Okay. This one is Inspiration by Rosewood Manor. And boy, this one is hard. Not hard. This one is always hard for me to put down when I like pick it up. And we know, because we've seen this come out. And I'm like, I'm gonna put it away, I promise. And then it's like out for another month. It's so hard to put down. Oh, the fabrics on the quilt, I have no idea what that is. It's just one that I had in my stash. The fabric for Dreaming of Mums is, I'm not 100% sure. I think it is raw or something to that effect. Angel hair. I don't think I have the thing anymore. Maybe it's in here. Maybe I wrote it down. Did I write it down? No. I think it's like Angel Hair by Weeks. I think. But inspiration is on, oh my gosh, Gilded. It's a 36 count linen by Mystic Fabrics. Okay, and then here, here is what it looks like at the moment. And I'm so glad I went with this fabric because I remember buying the one that I'm doing on Dreaming of Mums. Like, that fabric was meant for this project, but then I got this, or then I found this fabric and I bought it and I was like, oh, this might be even better. So I had like a whole thing trying to figure out which fabric I was going to use, and I'm so glad I went with this one because it's just so good. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. Because I wanted it to be that, like, rich, like, kind of gold color. And it is. It is beautiful. It's way better than angel hair. It would have been fine, but it wouldn't have done what I wanted it to do. Especially because if you look at their picture, it's going to wash out a little bit on the camera, but in their picture, it's pretty yellow. I mean, it's pretty close. At least the photo. And I loved that. So that's what I wanted to try to do. I don't know what their fabric is. It's also Picture This Plus. Everybody always uses Picture This Plus. And I've mentioned I have one Picture This Plus project and I don't love that fabric, but to each their own. Okay, last thing that I'm going to try to slip in is one that I don't have a photo for. Where's my phone? Phone? Phone. I might have to cut this part out. There it is. Okay. This is called, I think she's called Florence. Yeah. So this is called Florence the Spring Fairy. And this is what she will look like. And this is by Cross Stitching Art. Again. And it's not really doing the color of the fabric justice that's in this photo, but I loved that fabric in that photo, so I went with one that's very similar, which is Andante by Grace Notes Fabrics. And I guess I did one page. And this is the actual fabric, like this is the color of the fabric in the picture. That's pretty close. But it's not coming up that color in on the screen. I mean, in the photo. But I really liked that kind of the greenness of the fabric compared to like the purpleness of her dress. So I guess I did one page. And I like really hard and fast did one page. So I'm hoping that I don't get any page lines, but whatever. And that is that. That's, we're going to go back to our regular scheduled program now. Thank you for bearing with me. And I think this box is the only other non-full coverage box. I think. Okay. Whew, I have the picture for this one. This is, this is Mermaids of the Deep Blue by Mirabilia. And she still makes me a little bit upset. You know, I had some issues. I don't know what the fabric is. It's been a long time, and I don't think that they gave me, I don't have like a fabric thing, so I'm not sure what the fabric is for this one. But, as you can see, I have cranic and beads and stuff all in here, which is not usually how I like to work. I like to do all of the cotton first, and then I'll do the cranic, and then I'll do the beads. But I made a mistake on this project at one point, and I had already marked it off, and I don't make working copies because I'm a heathen. And so I had to put the beads in so that I would remember those were supposed to be beads. Because the two symbols look almost identical, and they aren't the same thing, because one is like a brown, like I thought it was, or one is, it's blue or something, and I thought it was like normal, because I was like, well, she's in the water, so fine, like if she has like blue stuff around her hair. But they were beads, so I did the beads. They're there, but, and she has a lot of skin. That's part of the other reason I don't pull her out very much, because it's her and her whatever friend, sister, other gal, and I think the other one has more skin. So yeah, because her arms are like all the way extended. So it's fine. It's just, she just frustrates me, and I'm still not over it. As you can see, as I'm like angry at the project. But I will finish it at some point, hopefully. My husband bought me this for like my birthday one year, so I really should finish it. But, you know. Okay, next. I have no idea what's in this bag, because I can't see through this bag. So I may not have started this project, or I may have started this project. Who knows? What is this? Oh, I think I have started this somewhere. Aha! Yes. Oh yes, because I remember having made mistakes on this project and having to rip it out like 5 million times. Okay, this is called Carnation Quaker. And here is what it will look like if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see. And this is by Stickadine von der Weinberg? I don't know. That company. And I'm doing this on, well, we lovingly called this Mud Hippo, but it's a mystery fabric that I think was supposed to be an Ojon knockoff. And it is a 40 count Verdal, so it's very soft. If you really want to try 40 count but you don't like linen, this is the 40 count even weave equivalent, and it's lovely soft. But this is what I've gotten done, 1 page. And this thing made me so angry, but it's all fine, it's all on track now. Yeah. So that's 1 page done. I will eventually pull this back out, and this shouldn't take too long, I feel like. It's not huge, so it shouldn't take, and it doesn't have like a million colors, so it really shouldn't take me an exorbitant amount of time. Sorry, y'all. Shaking the table. Trying to get this back into the box. Okay. Also don't have a cover photo for this one. Here we go again. Where's my twisted band sampler? There it is. Okay, this one is by Northern Expressions Needlework, and this is the twisted band sampler. And it'll look something like that, kind of. You can't really see all of it, but it's fine. And this one is the, this is not the only cross-stitch version. This is the, like, specialty stitch version, as well. And I'm just doing this on a linen, like a white linen. I don't know. I think it's 32, might be 28. No idea. I don't think I have a thing for it because it's just white. And I'm doing this with all the dinky dyes that it calls for. So this is stitch, cross stitch, and these butterflies are cross stitch, and then we have all of like the specialty stitches in here, and then this band is also specialty stitches that I am apparently currently working on. The last time I worked on this. Gosh, I'm gonna have to remember where I'm at. Like, why did I stop in the middle of a specialty stitch band? I was doing it all weird before, but yeah. This I really liked working on. I remember really loving the specialty stitches. They kind of stressed me out, like, when I decided to start it. But it's so fun. Okay. This one I also don't have a cover photo for. Let's find it. I know it's in here. Here it is. Okay, this is the January Gnome by Cross Stitch for Everyone. So he's really cute. I think my dog farted. It stinks. And this is Fabrics by Stephanie. This is called Winter Wishes. It is a 28 count Lugana, and I'm doing it over 1/1. So he's going to be really tiny. But I've gotten him like halfway-ish done. And all of these are parked threads. I'm parking him up. I'm going upwards. Which I don't think I will do again. I think if I stitch these, when I do the rest of them, because I have all 12 months. When I do the rest of them, I'm going to do it a different way next time. It's part of the reason why this one is not done, is because I don't really like the way that I'm stitching it. I thought maybe I would try it this way, and I don't like it. So, you know, you live and you learn. Literally don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is my finish. I don't need to show this. I showed this before, and I could take this out of this bag. What am I doing? Let me just stick a finish back in here. Okay, this one is another Long Dog sampler, and this one is, it's called Castles in the Air, and this is what it will look like, and it's actually pretty accurate because I'm doing it on kind of a burgundy fabric with kind of an off-white thread. I'm not doing it with white. And this is Fabrics by Stephanie. It's a 32 count linen. It's called Autumn Splendor. And this is, maybe I can hold it like this. There's less see-through. Yeah. This is where I'm at currently. So I'm almost at the end of this. Like, this is how wide it is. This is as wide as it's going to be. And I'm using Silks for You. I don't know what the color is, but it's like a white, off-white, variegated, kind of dirty looking, which I love. It's hard to see in the camera, but there are some much dirtier spots. Like, you can kind of see, like, over here it gets a little bit dirty looking. Even in here it's like dirtier looking. So there's some spots that are like meant to look kind of dirty, like an ecru. Like, it goes from like white to ecru kind of. And that makes it look a little bit dirty. Which was kind of the vibe I was going for. I know. I'm weird. Can't help it. I love me some dirty looking cross stitch. Okay. Whew. Can we do it? It's been an hour. It's been an hour. We can do it. I have no idea. Oh, this is a mystery. This was the, oh, is it Linen and Threads? Fox and Rabbit? I think it was Linen and Threads, and now it's, they've been, like, eaten by Fox and Rabbit. This is the mystery sampler from 2017, and this is what it will look like. This is the last photo, so that's the only reason that this is darker down here, is because this is the part that, this is the part of the chart that but I'm up here. And I really liked the kind of pinky burgundy that they used. So I got a Silks for You that is a kind of pinky-ish color, like a burgundy-ish. I have no idea what the fabric is. It was just a fabric that I had for a long time, and I'm using it. So I'm doing this 2/2, I think. Or maybe it's 1/2? I think it might be 1/2. Really good question for me. I can't tell. Isn't that bad? That I can't tell. I think it's 2. But this is silk, so it could be 1. We'll have to decide when I go back to stitching on this. It's been a long time since I worked on this. I think it's been at least 3 years since I pulled this out. That is sad. Pretty sure like the last time I worked on this was like during the pandemic. Maybe it was even before the pandemic. That's not good. But the project's really pretty. It's just been a minute. Did I show this one already? Yes. Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought my computer turned off. It just decided to go to sleep because it's been an hour. And I haven't touched anything. I haven't started that yet. Oh gosh, this is like barely a start. There's barely anything to this. But this is a lavender and lace. It is Angel of Love. This whole inner section is beads. I don't know why I decided this was a thing. This may be a UFO. I really like her though. I don't know, but I originally bought a different fabric for her, and I started it on the other fabric, but then Grace Notes started their company, and I decided I hated the other fabric and restarted on this, which is a 32 count linen cappuccino, and I have the barest little start on her. That is it. That's all we got. I don't even know if this is right. It might be this way. I don't know which way it is. But that's it. That's all I got. I really like the fabric though. Obviously, since I was not digging the original fabric that I bought for this project. I haven't started that. I don't think I started that yet. Did I start this? No, I did not. I don't even know what this is. This is for book, and I haven't started that either. I don't know what this one is for either. I did start this. Okay, this one I don't have a cover photo in because it's a digital pattern, so let me find it. Greyfriars. Okay. So this is Greyfriars Bobby, and this is by Wanderling Stitches. Really pretty, or really cute. And this means a lot to me because my mom is Scottish, and my grandparents actually live pretty close to Greyfriars Bobby, like the statue. Anyway, this is what I've gotten done. This is on Ojon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is 32 count linen, Ojon. I just thought that this was a really good fabric for this piece, because everything should show up pretty nicely on this. Because it's not too light, but it's also not too dark. It's like the perfect, for me, this is the perfect neutral. I know for some people it's a little too dark to be a neutral, but it is neutral. I mean, it's like brown, so it's not a color. At least in my opinion. Okay, have I started? I haven't started you yet. Really want to, but haven't. I don't think I've started her yet. I didn't start her yet. Look, we're getting through. I haven't started that yet. There's a lot in this box that I haven't started. I don't know what this is. Nope. Haven't started that yet either. Sometimes I have to read like what I wrote on here to know if I started it or not. Nope. I think most of this box actually I haven't started. Nope. Oh, I don't think I started summer yet. Did I start summer? I think so. she's still too wrapped too nicely. Her fabric's too nice for me to have started her. Didn't start her yet. So that's the only queen. No, I think Autumn I haven't started either. No, that's a finish. But it's still in here for a reason because I'm doing all of them on one fabric. So that makes sense that that's in there. Some of my other finishes, I don't know why I keep them in the box that's a WIP box, but this is Quaker. Autumn Quakers, sorry, by Rosewood. The only one I don't have started is the winter one. I don't even think I own the winter one yet. But I have all the other 3 started. And they're all basically in the same spot, like 1 page done. And this is on a Be Stitch Me fabric. It's called After the Harvest. It is a 32 count linen. Really fun fabric. I thought really fun for this project especially. But yeah, I love the colors in this one. It is so good. Like, this is probably my favorite of all of the Quakers, the Rosewood Quakers. Yeah, so good. Okay, don't know where I was in this box. I maybe was here. That's the finish. Okay, so yes, I'm correct. This is where I was. Okay, I have done this, I think. Yes. Okay. So this is Quaker Christmas 2. I hate the photo that they took. Sorry, bygone stitches. It's just like, what? Really? Like, you couldn't just, like, flatten the fabric out before you took the photo? No? Okay. So we've got, like, this weird crease covering part of the project. It's also not straight at all. I don't know. I have a little bit of issues with the way that they take their photos, because the other one is also not good. Like, I don't know. They just didn't care enough, I guess. I don't know. But this is on Picture This Plus Heartland. It is a 32 count Lugana. And I don't know what the rage is about Picture This Plus, y'all. I don't love this fabric. So I know everybody's like, oh, Picture This Plus has great fabric. I'm like, really? Because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I like the color. It's very, very ordinary. But like what I wanted for this. Oh, I think this is actually supposed to go this way. Maybe? How is it supposed to go? No, I was right. Oh, wait. Is this underneath? Yeah. Okay, this is correct now. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this fabric. Either way, I'm still gonna work on it on this fabric. It's fine. But so yeah, I'm using the called for threads for this one, not the called for fabric. Okay. And this one I don't have a cover photo for, and I don't even have like a full cover photo because this was a stitch along, like a mystery stitch along, and I don't know if they've ever put out like the full picture. But this is Dying for Cross Stitch. It is a 40 count linen, and this is the September Fabric of the Month color. I think from this year. No, maybe from last year. But I've got one part of the sal done. The first part of the sal I finished, and haven't done any more of it. But it will be long, so I'm doing it because like this is how big it is. It's not going to be any taller than this. Like it is a very just long piece. So that is that. And like I said, don't have a cover photo for that because, oops, sorry, just smacking around over there. But because it was a mystery sal, there is no that I'm aware of. this? Oh, it's been a minute since I've worked on this. So this is Lady Justice, not to be confused with Lady of Liberty or whatever her name is. This is not an out-of-print chart that I'm aware of. But it's a Mirabilia. I don't love too many Mirabilias, and I'm not sure now that I would have chosen this. Like, I liked it at some point and I started it, but I'm not sure now if I really love it. But I have put a lot of effort in, so I do want to finish her. I think I've gotten a good chunk done. I don't know what made me stop where I'm at, but this is Luna. It's a 28 count Lugana by Color and Cotton. And I've done most of the middle of her, so I just have the bottom of the dress and the top of her to do. I don't know. This is not a normal way that I stitch, so I'm not really sure why I did this. I think this is where the page folds, and that was what my goal was when I decided to pull this out. I was like, I just want to get, like, to the page folds. I don't know. Because Mirabilias are all one page. Like, it's one big giant piece of paper. And I needed a, like, goal to get to. So I guess that's what I decided when I pulled her out the last time, which I think was last year. I think. I don't think it was this year. It might have been early this year. But what is this? Haven't worked on this one in a long time. So this one is Winter by the Cross-Eyed Cricket, also known as the Cricket Collection. Yeah, I'm doing this on, if I remember correctly, I think this is a Fabrics by Stephanie. It's called Snowdrifts. It's a 32 count linen. And I don't even have the W done, I don't think. Yeah, pretty sure that's not even finished. But one day. And I know, like, they have all of the months and things. I think I might just do all of the seasons, because I'm not sure I need to do each month. I'm not sure. If I do more than just winter. We'll see. I'm only going to live for so long. And we know full coverage is my the thing I love the most. But I do have some non-full coverage, obviously. I have a lot of non-full coverage. This is like a random thread just hanging out in this bag. Okay. This one is Nom au Fraise, and it's by Le Petit Croix de Lucie. So basically it's Strawberry Gnome. That's what he looks like. And I think this one is stitched on Ada. Well, it's not actually stitched. This is just a digital, like, picture of mock-up or what it would look like. But I didn't do it on Ada. I did it on Lugana. And it doesn't need to be on a piece of Lugana this big. But here's where I'm at. I'm so close to being done. I really could get this done so easily. All I've got to do is the strawberry bucket with, like, the strawberries down here and the little house and then the back stitch, and then I could be done with this. This is so close to being finished, but here we are. I know the last time I worked on this was at 24 hours of cross stitch. Probably, like, what, 2 years ago? Wait, was it 2 years ago? I don't know. Whenever the last time I went over to Friends for 24 hours of cross stitch was the last time this came out. Because she was like, oh, you can finish it, you can finish it. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I did not finish it. Okay. This one I don't have a cover photo for. I think that Carla just finished this piece. This one is called Moons Out, Brunes Out. It's by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I am not doing it on a fabric that dark blue. I'm doing it on kind of like a dusky blue fabric. I don't know the name of it. I don't know what size it is. I think it's 32 count. Could be 28 count. That's all I got done. Moo. And it's not even all of Moo. It's just half of Moo. So, but yeah, it is dark blue. Or, well, I guess it's not like dark blue. It's like a dusky kind of blue, which I really like because, I don't know, I just didn't want to do it on a really dark blue. And I started this again before Grace Notes came out, so it's on like a single color fabric. I don't know what this is. I don't think I've started it, whatever it is. I think this is supposed to be Genevieve, and I have not started Genevieve. So that is this box. I think that's all the non-full coverage. So, oh no, it's not, because I've got 2 pieces here. So the only other 2 pieces that are non-full coverage are the current things that I'm working on, which is also the reason why I don't want to put this up before my regular update video, because I'm going to be showing the things that I'm now currently working on and have been working on. So anyway, this is 324 by Works by ABC. Y'all know what this looks like. I mean, you do now because I showed you, but everybody kind of knows what this looks like anyway. This fabric is so dirty. It's a good thing I'm going to be framing it with a mat cover both basically up to the stitching, but here's where I'm at. So it's not up to date quite yet. I still have to catch up a little bit, but this is mostly caught up. This is caught up probably for like a week ago, so I should probably do another catch-up session. But I'm getting close to the end. February, people. February we should see the end of this in February. But I'm doing this over 1 on 28 count Lugana. So it's nice and tiny. And then the only other thing that I pulled out, because I made my kind of like goals and stuff for 2025 in my spreadsheet, and I didn't want to have to mess with my spreadsheet again, so I put away my full coverage stitching for the rest of the year, and I'm going to stitch on probably this until the Haid Cell comes out. And this is another Bygone Stitches. Again, the cover photo is a little bit better on this one than the last one, because at least it's in a frame, so it has to be flat. But it's a Quaker Christmas, so this one is like the one prior to the last one. So this is the first one, and then that was Quaker Christmas too. So this is what it will look like. And I am doing it on some fabric. This is called Ballet Slippers. It's a 32 count linen by Fox and Rabbit. And here is where I'm at now. So I think that when I picked this up, and you'll see this in my, well, you won't see it, but I will explain this also in my update video. But I had this motif done, and I had just started like this part of this motif. So I had like 2 petals done here. And I had this thing done. But I've added in everything else that you see here so far. And I am using the called for colors. It looks like really dark. It looks almost like black. It's green. It's called Balsam Fir, the thread. It's a classic color. I think they're all classic color works. But I'm really liking the kind of like monotony of this, since I've been doing a lot of full coverage recently. I'm kind of enjoying the monotony of like a single color, easy stitching. So yeah, so I'll work on this and probably until like January 1 when the Haid Cell comes out. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go get the coverage box. I think everything in this box is started. So, it's a lot. Okay, and some of these things y'all have just seen. And I'm going to have to remember the names of all of the design. Maybe I have them in my... I have them in my sheet. So let me just pull my project tracker sheet out and see if I can do this. Some of these I know off the top of my head. Like this is Whimsical Pitbull. I'm debating. I'll include all of the cover photos for these. Or maybe I should just show them on my phone so I don't have to do a whole lot of editing. Does anybody care? I mean, I know I'm asking and like y'all can't say anything, but I think I'm gonna just do that. Because I don't feel like doing a whole lot of editing. So here is what Whimsical Pitbull will look like. So pretty. These are all full coverage. At least I'm pretty sure everything in this box is a full coverage. So here's where I got to this year. This was a new start this year, so this is everything that I did. The fabric is Grace Notes Fabrics, 28 count, Lugana, Maestoso. Okay, this one is, I think, Hogwarts. So this is Hogwarts, and let me find it in here. I should just go to my folder in my phone, because it's actually faster. Oh, Whimsical Pitbull was a Pain-Free Crafts chart, I think. No, it was a Tilton Crafts chart, I'm sorry. Okay, this one is Hogwarts, and here is what it will look like. This is by Dark X Stitch. I got it from her Facebook group, so it's a free chart on her Facebook group. And here is where I got to. This was also a new start for this year. So, yeah. Nice. This is also Grace Notes Fabrics, 28 count Starry Night, 28 count Lugana. They're all Luganas. Some of them are 25 count, some of them are 28 count. It all kind of depended. Okay, this one is my Wednesday Addams. This is a Gecko Rouge chart. So this is what it will look like. And here is where I got to. So this is on the Easy Grid Guide, whatever. Oh, I have a photo. I have a photo of this one. It's fine, I already showed you. And that's because my husband got the kit from Gecko Rouge, and they send Easy, whatever, Grid Guide. It's 28 count. Yeah. I really want to get back to this one. I really enjoyed stitching this one. The only thing I don't love is the floss card thing. I just can't stitch off of a floss drop card thing. So that's the only thing I'm struggling a little bit with is that. So I'm actually converting everything. When I pull the thread, I'll convert it to a bobbin because I can't. I don't know. I think it's this way. Okay, this is called Rivendell, The Last Homely House, and it's by Pain-Free Crafts, and it will look like this. It is a round pattern. I really, really like it. The colors. I should really just keep my phone unlocked, shouldn't I? I need a drink. Okay, And this is where I'm at. So I started at the middle top because I wanted to try to make it to the point where I could start diagonal stitching on like the farthest bit, if that makes sense. So I did. I just moved my way over and I just kept my threads, my parked threads as I moved my way over. So yeah. So now I'm all the way over. I mean, it's still gonna be, but it got to the point where I could start the diagonal and it would be diagonal. The whole, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm able to still stitch diagonally on this one. So that's nice. Okay. And this one, I don't think I touched, I don't know when I started this, last year? I don't think I touched this year. Pretty sure I didn't. Could be wrong. I have a new tracker, so it will tell me like what projects I worked on and all that, so it's a little bit easier for me to keep track. I'm only going to do it for my full coverages though, because I don't count stitches unless it's in Pattern Keeper, and I don't have any of my non-full coverages in Pattern Keeper. So my tracker is only for my full coverages. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is my Medusa. Medusa. So this is Medusa. Here she is. And this is by Unconventional X Stitch. And I am doing the background. I know a lot of people aren't doing the background. But here's where she is. This is when I was doing my kind of gridding. I stopped doing that. But I haven't, is this right? Am I going upwards on her? Oh no, it's this way. It's like, I don't stitch up usually. I'm not, it's this way. This is correct. Yeah. This is really cool. This is such a cool project. And it looks like it could be really boring with the colors, because it looks very like monotoned, but there's a lot of colors actually. So, fun. Super fun. It's funny, you know, I know which ones I was like planning to work on because I have a hoop in those projects, but it didn't always work out like that. I need to take you out just so I can function. Okay, what is this? Okay, this one is Winter Queen by Heaven and Earth Designs. That's what she would look like. I loved her. I started this with Heather beginning of last year. I think this is a 2023 New Year, New Start. And I got a lot done. Like, that flower is huge. But, and then like the little icicles right here. But yeah, got a lot done. And I will tell you when I get to a project that's on 25 count. So far, everything's been on 28 count. So until I say it's 25 count, it's 28 count. Okay. So this one is called Bilbo's Home. And this one's by Mandrink's Design. And this is what it will look like. Trying to get the glare to go away. I don't think we're going to, so. But anyway, that's what that will look like. This one is on 28 count, but I'm doing it 2/2. And I'm doing that because there are half stitches, like charted half stitches. I think this is the back. No, this is the front. Okay. It's fine. Ugh. As you can see, there are charted half stitches, and it is pretty sparse, and some people would freak out. I actually like how it looks, so I'm keeping it this way. But yeah, this is where I'm at with this one. So I feel like the last time I pulled it out, I felt like I got a lot farther. But I guess I didn't. It just seems like nothing. But, you know, there's only so much you can do. It's not a priority piece. I don't have, none of these pieces right at this moment are priority pieces. I have 2 priority pieces for next year, which I talked about last video. And they are none of these pieces. And I don't even have the one chart yet, so. Okay, this one is cheeky. Oh, and I only know that because it's a giant piece of fabric. Okay, this is cheeky. Where are you, cheeky? In my folder somewhere. Oh, there he is. And this is by Charting Creations. I don't know the artist. I'm not going to say the artists. I don't remember. You can find that information on the websites. But I think I decided to do like the biggest, like the max version. I need to serge my edges on this too. And I think that I'm doing this from the bottom. I think I am working up on this one. Which, oh no, I'm still working down. Am I? Where is this? What's this corner is this? This is this corner. So I am working up. Ew, why did I decide to do that? I might be changing that and doing it the other direction. Maybe I'm not? Hold on. How is this making sense? Oh yeah, that's all right. Okay. So this is this way. I don't know. So apparently I'm working up on this one. I think I'm going to change that and start doing it this way. I don't know. Yeah. I think the reason I did that is because I wanted to not have to count to 10 and then come down. So I'm working up. But I don't know if I'm going to like doing that. Probably why I haven't pulled this back out again. But yeah. It is going to be giant. It's on like a whole yard of fabric because I chose the biggest, the like max size version. I also have it in this bag, which makes no sense. A honey bag. I don't know, y'all. Weird. Okay, this one is on 25 count because I had it in my stash when I wanted to start this project. This is Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Heaven and Earth Designs. Everybody knows what this one looks like, I feel like. Yeah. Everybody knows. Okay, this one I started in the middle, so bear with me, because this fabric is huge, and I started in the middle. And I got a lot done. Like, I got a lot done for like a page. It's a lot of pages. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 pages, I think. Now, I had started this before they had, like, figured out that whole 09 issue. And the throne room is right here. This is where the chair is. That's most of the issue, is that chair. So, that to be said, I decided to go up. Because I was like, because I didn't know how I was going to change, like, because I had already started, I'm just gonna finagle the 09 issue on my own. Yeah, I don't really care. I also don't know if I will ever finish this, so it doesn't really matter to me. Which is so sad to say. But, like, I don't know. It's, like, a non-issue for me. I know it was a huge issue, but, like, I don't really care. I was like, whatever. I'll mess around with it. Okay. And then, this one is Amazing Grace. And this is by Tilton Crafts. And I'm doing this one as a cell. Well, she's really working on it. I have not touched it. It hasn't been like a super focus piece for me. It will be. Hopefully next year I will make this a focus piece. I mean, 2026. But it is not at the moment a focus piece for me. I did start it at the same time as she did, Corinne. But I have not kept up. She's very much farther than I am. But here's where I am. I love it. It's so pretty. I just have barely anything done. I think it's like a page. Like the equivalent to a page is done. But that is basically it. Okay. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. This is so stupid. I don't even want to show this to you. Do I even show this? Like, is this worth it? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Let me find the photo. If I can figure out which one it is. I think it's this, yeah. Okay, this is A Mermaid's Treasure by Heaven and Earth. Super pretty, right? Yep. Well, that's it. I got 200 stitches put in so that I could have it as a WIP in 2023. I think 2023. Because I was doing no new starts. And I needed to get, at the end of 2022, I needed to make sure I had 200 stitches at least in every project I wanted to have as a project in 2023. So I put in the 200 stitches and then I never worked on it after that. Yup. That's not the only one that looks like that, unfortunately. But, you know. Here we are. Okay. Okay, what are you? Okay, this is Queen of the Night. And this is by Thread Geeks. And that is what it will look like. Super fun. Love the bats. Because I'm weird. And I think it goes this way. Yeah. That is where I'm at. I think it goes this way, right? Yeah, because he's hanging upside down. So, and then that's just black right there. That little corner, doesn't matter. But yeah. I got a decent amount done on her when I was working on her. Again, I don't think I touched her this year at all. But, you know, what can you do? This is another one of those. Okay. This is called Star Wars. And I got this on Etsy. I don't know. It's probably like an illegal thing. Whatever. I mean, it is a problem, but at the same time it's like I didn't know. Whatever. So I think the shop, I don't know if I should say the name of the shop because I don't know if it's like a legal thing that she's doing, but they're very well charted, so. Anyway, yeah. That's it. Again, got the 200 stitches in. I think it's a little over 200. I think it's like 300, but that's my start. Yep. It's beauteous. It's like nothing. I can't even talk about it because like look at it. There's nothing there. Ugh. I think that's the 2 out of 3 that look like that. I could be wrong. There could be another one that I don't remember that I did something like that, but like I know there's at least 3. Oh no, there might be only 2 now because I did work on the other one. Yeah. Okay, this one is called Magic Book, and this one is another Haid. So the whole background is black. So like that is really what it looks like, but it's black. So that being said, dun, 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 it's just black. I don't think I've worked on any other color. I think that black is the only color I've put into this whole project so far. That's a lot of black. That's like many black stitches. This is an easy project if you just need mindless stitching and you want to do full coverage. At least at the moment it is. But yeah, black for days. For days. Okay, did I show this? Yes, that's Star Wars. Okay. Okay, what is this? Okay, I think this is the last one. I was right. This is the last one. I don't even know if I got 200 stitches in this, but it doesn't matter because I didn't work on it, so. This one was supposed to be like a new year, new start or something, but it ended up not being a new year, new start. Like I started it way too early. And this one is The Grand Library by Heaven and Earth. And I think I started over in this corner, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. That's it. Yep. Yep, not even 200 stitches. Like, that can't be 200 stitches. That's like 100 stitches. It's a little bit more. Like, maybe 150. It's like nothing. Somebody help me. And I decided to do the giant version. Like, max color, supersized, max color. Okay. Now, I don't know what you are. I don't remember. Oh, this is Hocus Pocus. If I could ever find it. Why do I do that? Why do I fold them in such a way that I can't find the actual stitching? I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. Okay. Oh, Hocus Pocus. Where are you? Okay, this one is Hocus Pocus. And this is by Tilton Crafts. So fun. And this was a new start this year, and I got that much done. Not too shabby. This is on, as you can see, a hand-dyed. And you know if it's hand-dyed, I started it this year. This is Mystique by Grace Knits Fabrics, 28 count. Yeah, lots of black also in this one. But did get into some other colors. So it's not just like Magic Book, just black and black and black and black. Unfortunately for me, because I like kind of the like more dark, like themed pieces, I do stitch a lot of black. But there's only so much you can do about that. Okay. This one is called Apocalypse Princesses, and it is somewhere in here, and this is by Pain Free Crafts. So fun. The fact that Aurora is over here like chain smoking with a glass of champagne, y'all. I just can't. I cannot. But I did not. I don't know why I decided I was going to do the background on this one. I could have just taken the background out, but you know, here we are. We're already here. But you can see the fingers. You can see Mulan's fingers. Woo! I haven't touched this. Yeah. My white is so grungy. It's fine. But we're getting through. This is like a movie. Feature-length film. we're like halfway through the box. So we're getting there. And then I have some in the bag over there because it's stuff that I've worked on. Okay, this one is called Ariel. If I can find her. There she is. And this one is, oh gosh, who's the designer for this one? Nini Sweet Patterns. Nini Sweet Patterns on Etsy. She does have, she does pay the artist. I know that because I had a discussion with her. Well, I didn't have a discussion. I had a discussion with somebody who did have a discussion with her. So yeah, it's like a Muka style Ariel, and that's what I got done. That's it. That's the grand total so far. But I did finish, I don't know if you've been here long enough, you remember I had finished Mulan, who I gifted to a friend. Same style. Ariel's my favorite princess, and Mulan is her favorite princess, and so I was like, well, I'll give her hers, and then I'll stitch mine for me. And I cared a lot more to get hers done than I have cared to get mine done. And now, granted, I didn't start my Ariel until after I finished her Mulan, but still, I think I've had this project longer than it even took me to do Mulan. They're not huge. These patterns are not huge. They're like a couple pages. Okay, this one is called Honeymoon Sunset, and this one is by the Cross Stitch Studio. It's very pretty. And I've gotten a good amount done on this one, I feel like. And again, the little corner is just more sky, so there's nothing really exciting to see down there. But yeah, just a lot of sky. A lot of sky, a lot of kind of like, looks like storm clouds. But super fun. Really like this piece. It is so big. Like, her charts tend to be pretty large because she's very, she like really cares how the chart's gonna look. Yeah. So her charts tend to be on the large side. Okay, this one is called Yukikaze, and this one is a Nanny Thomas design illustration. Nanny Thomas Illustrations. It is from her own, like, she has now started selling her cross stitch. Like, Haid, I think, used to have her license to her stuff, but then she decided, I'm just gonna, like, chart my own. So she does her own charting. I don't know how it looks. Like, I only have sky so far, so I'm really hoping that it is good. Just because she's an artist and she's not really a designer. But we'll see. I have faith. But like I said, all I have is sky, so who knows? I mean, in Pattern Keeper it looks fine. But I just don't know if that's going to come across in the actual stitching. I trust Pattern Keeper, so we're going to trust that it looks good. This one is ridiculous. What am I even doing? So this one is World Wonders Map. If you know, you know. I have to find it. It's in here somewhere. There it is. You're not going to be able to see this. Maybe if I spin my phone, you can see it a little bit better. It's still hard to see, I feel like. But it's huge. And we know it's huge. It is a literal 3 yards of fabric. This one is a Gecko Rouge. No, I did not buy the kit. I bought this before they were kit only. So I did end up being able to buy the chart on its own, and I'm kitting it up myself. But this is where I'm at. So I did do more this year. on this. I did pull this out this year. I remember working on this year. I think I worked on it at Corinne and Colleen's house before the Grace Notes retreat this year, because I always go like super early. And so before the retreat started, I was stitching at their house, like when we had downtime. And I think I was working on this there. And I think that's all. I don't think I worked on this any more than that. So I think I like got some more of this diagonal done. I don't know. But yeah, it's 3 yards of fabric. Lots of fabric! One day I may decide that this is pointless and I'll cut the fabric up and just keep whatever I've done, and it can be, that could be it. Like, it'll be like Alaska. It'll be the only like part of the country, state that I've done. Okay. This is World of Disney. Let's spin this again. This is the World of Disney. Again, another from Etsy that I'm not sure they have license to, so I'm not going to say the name of the shop. I think I've said it in the past, so if you're really interested, just go find it in a video that I've done. This is on 25 count. And again, started it in the middle. So I've got to open the whole entire fabric just to get to the stitching. I'm also parking like a maniac in this project, so I am trying to get to the top though at the moment. So I am like, I did 3 pages and now I'm just working on this row, like this thing all the way up, basically, is what the plan is, I think. I may change my mind, but we'll see. It's really well charted. So for whoever, if they're doing it illegally, they're doing it very well illegally. I mean, they're illegally selling it, I should say. Because, like, I don't know. They probably just found this photo and, like, are charting it. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. I have the pattern, so I'm going to stitch it for me. Because I now have it. I tend not to buy too much Etsy stuff anymore, unless I know for a fact that they are not selling illegal art. But, you know, sometimes when you first start, you never know. You don't really know. Okay, this one is called Alternative Reality. It is another Haid. Super pretty. Love this one. I believe that I know I worked on this. This is prior to me getting a serger. Can you see? I stitched the whole, around this whole fabric. But I did do quite a bit on this year. This one, when I pulled it out, looked like those ones, the like 200 stitches, and that's all I had done. So I got more done. I got quite a bit more done. I think this is max color. It is normal size though. Super fun. I really liked this one. Kind of want to get back to it. I mean, there's a lot that I want to get back to. There's a lot of projects that I want to get back to, or start, but I have a plan. I'm going to try to stick to my plan in 2025, which we'll go over at the end, I promise. Because it's changed a little bit since the last plan. Since the last video. Okay, this one is also on 25 count. And this one is called A Canine Sanctuary. And this is by Charting Creations. And I love this one. This one's just a really fun stitch. I started this one in the middle. It's smaller. Thank goodness. But I did make it to the top. And now I'm diagonal stitching. But I got a lot done. I mean, it's not a lot, but it looks like a lot more because of how small the pattern is. Like, it's a smaller pattern, so. But But now I've converted myself back to diagonals. So I will diagonal stitch this whole side, and then I will convert this side to diagonal stitching. Just because I started in the middle, so it's a little bit awkward. And as you can see, I had originally started this project on that page. I started it doing page, and then I started feathering, and then I started doing the stair step feathering, and then I decided to go back to my... So I've done a lot of different, like, versions of how do I want to stitch this on this project. That is still very visible. Like, not all of my projects you can see that stuff still, but this one it's like, you know, because I started in the middle and the way that I was doing it, yeah, it's just funny to me. Oh, what is happening? Why can't I get this in? This needs to come out too, because I can't get these projects into this box with how big some of them are. Okay. This, I have literally no idea because I can't see it. Ah, this is my red wine dragon, which I should put in my wine bag. Okay, this is Red Wine Dragon. It is by Pain Free Crafts. Yeah. I started this year. And here is where I got to. So a good chunk of the background is confetti. And then some of the wing. But yeah, this is on Grace Notes Fabrics. I heard it through the grapevine. No, Melody. It would have been really, really good to have it be on I Heard It Through the Grapevine. But it's not. Okay. This one is A Stitch in Time by Grace Notes. By Heaven Earth Designs. This one is also on 25 count. I think this is the last 25 count piece. I think. No, it might not be. But it might be. I do know it's on 25 count though. Another one I started in the middle that I am converting to diagonal at the top. I don't know if I've made it to the top yet. Yeah, I did. And I've got barely any fabric at the top. Let's not talk about it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I have what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically like 4 pages done. But yeah. I'm still doing this 1/1 on 25 count. I just don't prefer 25 count anymore. I prefer 28 count as my go-to fabric. I just think that my tension is better on a 28 count. It's just a little bit too see-through for my tastes on a 25 count. It's not really, but just slightly. Okay, come on now. Whew, okay, I have 2 more projects in this box, and then I've got a few more in the bag over there, and then we'll be done. I promise. What is this? This is map. This is my Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms. Okay, this is Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms World Map by Heaven and Earth Designs. Okay. Well, I mean, this video will be a feature-length film by the time we're done. Okay, and here is where I'm at. This one is so fun. When I was stitching on this, it was hard to put down. Like, this one was hard to put down. I remember being just, like, going and going and going. And I don't remember if this was worked on this year. Maybe at the beginning of the year. But I know last year, like, I went gangbang on this one. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's a lot of confetti. So that's part of the reason why some of these take a little bit longer than the others, because the amount of confetti that's in them is crazy. Okay, and then the last one, which people keep asking me to pull back out, and I just haven't because my wheel has not spun it, is my dogs. And this is my last piece on 25 count. So this is on 25 count. Couldn't remember. And this is what it will look like. Oops. Dogs. Don't go to sleep. Thank you. Where are you? There it is. This is what it will look like. So this is a restart. The original one that I was doing, I threw away because I didn't like the fabric, and I was doing it half stitch and I hated it. So I restarted, and I'm very much happier with my restart. So as we can see, I was doing the stair step feathering, and then I decided I wanted to do my diagonal, so I'm converting this one over to diagonal too. Basically everything I'm doing, I'm trying to convert back to diagonal, if it wasn't already started in diagonal. Because it's just my favorite. It's just how I do. So I think this is a German Shepherd. Yep. So the next dog that we'll have is the German Shepherd. And they all have names. At the moment I can't remember their names. I do have them written down. But when I pull this out, we were naming the dogs as they were appearing. So the next one I have to name is the German Shepherd, and we will do that the next time that this gets spun. But that may or may not be very soon. So, okay. I just realized I forgot to show two projects because they're in bags that don't fit in those boxes. So, I'm just going to insert this somewhere in the full coverage situation. So, this is, what do you call it? An enchanted place. This is what it looks like. And here is what it looks like now. And this is on Lavender Fields by Grace Notes Fabrics, 28 count. Flugana. This is really pretty. This is a really pretty piece. And it's like, it looks like it's crazy. And it's got a lot of colors, but it's not that crazy. It doesn't feel that crazy, I should say. Okay, and then the other project is Cute Halloween Witch. And this is how I realized, because I was like, I finished the video and I was like, I didn't show that. I'm confused. Okay, again, with this weird folding that I'm doing, why do I fold it like this? Who knows? I gotta unfold the whole piece of fabric just to find the project. Okay, this one's Cute Halloween Witch. This one's by Charlie's Official Store. Oh my gosh, I just want to select this piece. Thank you. And that's what it will look like. Super cute. And this is what I've done so far. Really cute. I think it's coming out great too. You know, you always are a little bit concerned when it's a chart designer that this is Under the Sea, 28 count Lugana by Grace Notes. What was I saying? You're always a little bit concerned when it's like designers and chart designers that you've never heard of, or like people haven't been stitching any of their stuff, or they're new and you're like, oh, are you gonna be good? But I think that they do a really good job. And that's the first one I started. The other one that I showed wherever I showed it is the Books and Flowers. And that one was given to me for free by the designer, which I really appreciate. Yeah. The last few pieces are in this bag. And the first one is, I'm not sure. Oh yes, I am. I know what this is. It is, I don't remember what it's actually called. Blooms and Books or Books and Blooms? Books and Flowers. It's Books and Flowers by Charlie's Official Store. And this is what it will look like. So pretty. Yeah. So since the last time I worked on it, you will see a little bit more. If I can find the stitching. Oh my god, it's in the middle. Why do I fold them like that? Like, I know I'm gonna be showing them. Why do I do that to myself? Silly. It's so silly. Okay. And this is where I got to. So I did finish the page, or like the equivalent to the page. So I feel like I got a decent amount done since the last time you saw it, but you will see this in my update video. So it will look exactly the same in my update video. This is basically my update video at the end of this video, so I don't know why I'm doing an update video, but I'm going to. So stay tuned, aka you'll have already seen the update video. The update video is going up first, so you're going to see all these projects again. So if you want to skip the end of this video, then you can, because it's going to be the exact same as the update video. Okay. This one is a new start, and I mean, so is Books and Books and Flowers, or Flowers and Books, or whatever it's called. This one is Sunset at Hogsmeade. This one is by Cresnes Creative. I don't know how to say it. It's in my caption of my update video, if you're interested. Again, I folded it on the inside. Why do I do that? I'm going to unfold all of them and refold them correctly. Like, in a way that makes sense. So that when I go to take them out for the video, it's just right there. And I don't have to unfold the whole freaking piece of fabric. Okay. This is where I got to. I was supposed to do a whole page. It's not. But, like I said, I did my project tracker, and I put in all of my projects, and so I had already put in, like, I'm at 3,000 whatever stitches on this, and I was like, do I keep working on this, or do I just put it away and pick it back up and get to the goal the next time, like, I work on a full cover. Like, the next time I'm not doing one of my focus pieces, basically. So that's what I did. I decided I'm going to put it away for now. This is on cadenza. It's a 28 count Lugana from Greystones. But yeah, so I decided it's just easier, because that way I don't need to that way I don't need to redo my tracker or like add anything. Okay, and then the really exciting one, which I of course waited till the very end. Sorry. But you will have just seen it in my update video. So if you watch my updates, if you're not somebody who only watches WIP parades, if you only watch WIP parades, then this is exciting for you. But my wedding piece. Oh wait, I guess I really don't need to show you what it looks like, because you can see most of it. But I will show you. I was way too excited. There. And I made it to 50! So we made it to 50%! Woo! This is 50%. This is 181,500 stitches. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. I'm so excited! Yeah. Super excited. And I'm not going to do like really super close-ups, because if you want the close-ups, they're all going to be in my update video, but 50% ready to start the year at 50%. So, that being said, I did mention that my goals have changed a little bit for 2025. Not really. The goals are still the same. I still am working on the Hay Sal, and I'm going to finish that by the end of the year when that comes out. And I'll be working on this one. However, I will not be stitching 1% each time. I have decided, and I think I had decided I wanted to get it done by like my birthday or something of 2028. Well, I changed that. I made it longer, and the only reason I made it longer is because in 2029 will be our 10-year anniversary. And I could get this done. Technically, I could get it done before 2029, but I would like to have this done on my 10-year anniversary. So January 6th of 2029. October 6th of 2029. My birthday's in January, so that's why it's still stuck in my head. October 6th, 2029, I would like to have this done. So, that being said, I need to do like little over 3,000 stitches a month, every month, to get to that goal. I think it's like 3,100 something stitches, like whatever it is. It's all in my tracker. So I will be doing that. So I will be doing my Hay Sal, doing the amount of stitches I need to do to get it done before the end of the year. And then after that, I'll pull this out, do that. I have a new start. I'm starting in January with my friend. We're both starting the Shire for our birthdays because our birthdays are 10 days apart. So we're starting that in January. We're starting it between our birthdays. So we're not starting it on any of our, like either of our birthdays, but we're starting it in like the weekend between our birthdays. And I'm off, which I'm super excited. I took off the Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. My birthday's on Tuesday, and then I took off Wednesday as well. And then I work from home on Thursdays and Fridays. So I'll have quite a bit of time to be able to stitch on our project. We'll see if I do more than one day on it, or if I go back to, whatever. And then in February, I should have 324 done. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't have super other goals. Like, the only really two goals that I have are do the right amount of stitches on this, do the right amount of stitches on my Hay Sal, finish 324 in February, and start the Shire in January on the 18th. Otherwise, I don't really have any other hard and fast goals. We'll see if that changes. I might create goals each month. Like, I might just be like, okay, well, now that I know how long it takes me-ish to do, my main goals, I can, like, add a third or whatever goal. But we'll see. Anyway, that's it. That is my WIP parade. Congratulations, you made it. Thank you for sticking through, if you have stuck through. I will have a little bit more. I showed... It's already come out, so you've already watched it if you watch update videos. But in my update videos, I have some haul. And I'm hoping that before I film my update video, I'm hoping my Grace Notes Fabrics Fabric of the Month gets here before that. So I will have that to show as well. But I don't have that yet. Because like I said, I'm filming this before I'm filming that. So, awkwardly, this project, the Quaker Christmas project, may have more stitches in that video than it does in this video, but it's all basically the same. So anyway, okay, that's it. I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed this 2 hour and 15 minute long WIP parade. Congratulations for sticking it through. Here's a cookie. No, I'm just kidding. But, no, seriously, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys later. I know this is not as, this is a little more chaotic than most of my WIP parades usually are, but, you do what you can do. So, here we are. Okay, I will see you guys in January. Yeah, Okay. Well, yeah, because this video is going out after. So yeah, I'll see you in January. Okay. Bye.